Hello, Sam here from the Code Cove. Today we are looking at do-while loops. They're a special kind of loop in JavaScript. In our last video we looked at while loops, where the condition is checked first before running the block of code. However, the do-while loop guarantees that the block of code will always execute at least once. So let's have a look at our first example here and figure out how it works. So we've got one variable, I, that's going to be holding our integer number. And we're basically going to say here, do the block of code that's inside the curly braces. So we're going to console log I, and then each time this runs down the block of code, I is going to be increased by 1. Now, after checking this once, it will then have a look at the condition. So we're saying, while I is less than 5, it's going to do what's in this block of code. So it's already run once. So if we have a look inside the terminal, we can have a look at what's going to happen here. So you've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's only one while I is less than 5. So it stopped at 4. Now, we can change the example here to say, while I strictly equals 0, we want this block of code to 1. So the interesting thing about this, in a while loop, well, 0 strictly equals 0. This would be an infinite loop. Whereas with a do while loop, it always runs at least once. So I is going to change to 1 by the time it reaches the do while. So it's only going to run once. As soon as it sees what the condition is, it stops. So on the flip side to this, we got the while loop. So an interesting way to compare these, if I set this to 1 and I set this to 1, we're only going to see one of these in the terminal. So let me just quickly open the terminal back up. 1. So you can guess where that came from, the do while loop. So the do while loop, even though this equals 1, it's still going to go through this block of code and then see what the condition is. Whereas on just the while loop, the first thing it's going to check is the condition. It knows count is 1, doesn't strictly equal 0, and it's not going to run the code. So it's important to know when and when not to use a do while loop. And if you don't want your code to run at least once, regardless of the condition, then it's not right for you. We'll go over a use case later on in this video. Let's look at some other examples that we got. So we're going to need the browser for this one. Okay, so we all know about infinite loops. Well, in a do while loop, you can still have these as well, because we're saying while true, run this code. Well, that would just run forever because we've got nothing to stop it equaling true. So as it says here, this makes the loop run indefinitely unless broken by exit. So our code inside of here, we're going to see a prompt straight away that says type exit to stop the loop. And as we know, it's just going to keep going on and on and on and on and on. If the user inputs exit, so that's what we want up here, we're going to get an alert and say exiting the loop. And then we're adding a break statement here. Just like on while loops, break statements are great to break out of a loop or an infinite loop. So this is only going to happen if the user types the word we want, which is exit. And then once the user does that, we're going to see an alert to say if the user types anything else other than exit in lowercase, you're going to see an alert saying you typed and then whatever you typed in. So if we have a look in the browser here, so you got you typed null. So if we have a look in here, we should be seeing type exit to stop the loop. That's what we got here. So I'm just going to type in nope. I'm feeling defiant today. You typed nope. And where's that? So underneath here, you typed and then user input. And then it's going to carry on going again. Type in no. You typed no. It's just going to keep looping. Obviously, you would want to do to lower caps to make sure it works. No matter what way you type exit. But this should bring up exiting the loop. There we go. And we're done. So break statements again are a very handy way to exit out of an infinite loop on a do while statement. So it's important to know when to use do while loops and when not to. If you have a situation where you must run a piece of code at least once, like gathering user input, a do while loop is a good choice. For example, if you need the user to enter something before validating it, you can prompt them at least once, regardless of any condition. Kind of similar to what we did. However, if you don't want your code to run at least once, then you should consider using a regular while loop. If you missed our video on while loops, check it out. I will link it on the screen now. Other than that, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.